Brown man is dying, pink man is killing us. Yeah. So you were saying, so you believe pink men are more handsome than brown men, right? That you're saying. Now, do you believe pink people are superior to brown people? Superior human beings, meaning more human beings, more intelligent, more, superior.
Yeah, because, most of the things, like most of the developed companies, they are owned by white people. Like almost everything which was invented, it's almost white people.
Trauma pink media make our people go through translate into this kind of beliefs. That trauma doesn't end there. It translates into brown women trying to become pink by putting plastic hair in on a fold to look like pink people, by wanting their children to speak only English, French, and Portuguese depending on where in Africa they are. Doesn't stop there. By naming brown children after pink people, that is why the entire brown race has pink names. The mental trauma and brainwashing translate into viewing pink people as superior human beings to us, and that gives them total supremacy over us, allowing them to own all that is ours without much opposition. It makes both our women and male dream to have racially mixed babies, which is driving the hand of brown babies, since they control our minds and dictate our behaviors.
Everything is about white.
So you believe brown people are inferior, right?
No, I'm not saying they're inferior. They're also superior, but then white people, they've got this intelligence of creating their own stuff.
So how would you classify brown people versus pink people? Same level of intelligence, same people, same humans. I mean, human, or pink people are more. When you see a pink person, do you feel like he's more than you?
No, I don't feel like they are more than me. We like just the same people,
okay,
right? But when it comes to the intelligence, most of them, they are so much brave than us black people.
Really?
Yeah.
So, if somebody tells you that pink people acquired all their wealth, all their companies, and all the foundation of their progress through oppression, through enslaving Africans, through colonizing, through doing apartheid, through using Africans as slave labor. You know what slave labor? That means they use you to make everything for them, for free. It's just like a bunch of criminals. They move into an area, they take control of that area, and they turn everything in that area, everyone in that area as a slave, right? And they become rich by staying there using those people.
But nowadays, it's not happening in like Egypt.
Yeah, but that's what happened, right? You know what was the purpose of slavery? You know what was the purpose? You think they did it for fun?
No, they didn't do it.
They didn't do it for fun. They did it to acquire wealth, privilege, domination. You understand? You understand, right? And do you understand that this building stands since oppression? This building stands since apartheid. And most of the building, for your information, right? So it means those buildings are still generating their money, buildings that were built through oppression. You understand? So will you still believe that people who have become rich and developed, that means they have built the foundation of their wealth, right? Which is still gone through crime, through oppression, right? Will you still believe they're smart? Because these are criminals. You agree with me, right? If you enslave people, if you hurt people, if you or colonize, oppress them to get rich, you understand? That is the reason for oppression, isn't it? It was to get rich for free, right? It means those people are lazy because they can't work. They need to force people into slavery to work for them for free, isn't it? And those people are criminals, isn't it?
Even black people, they are
also... I'm talking about the enslavers. Brown people never enslave each other, right? You agree with me?
No, I disagree there.
Okay, when did brown people...
Even now, they still do that. Black people, they slave black people.
There is no way. This country has a police force, has an army, has a law. I've not seen anywhere reported that there is slavery going on anywhere and the police have not been there. Do you have any case of slavery to report that Africans are doing?
No, not at the moment.
No, not in the moment. So there is none. I've never heard something like that. Now, you agree that these people acquire their wealth through crime, right? And the money that they have today, right? The foundation is oppression and crime. You understand? It is like the farm the farms that are still generating money today, right, are farms that were built through oppression. You understand? You know that, right? And the mining companies that are generating money for them today were built through oppression. You understand? So you can't call those people smart or intelligent, but criminals, because a lot of criminals are rich. Have you seen criminals who use vulnerable women as prostitutes, right? And they become rich. Some of those criminals even sell drugs or go break into banks, but they look nice, they got money, they drive Bentleys and all those Lexus, you know, those Prado and those nice cars. Have you seen those? You know there are criminals like that, right? Yeah. Who look nice and they have all those nice houses through crime. You understand, right? But now, if you contrast the oppression crime that Europeans did and pink people did, then you know that they acquire all that wealth through crime. You agree with me, right? Which means they're not smart, they're not intelligent. It's just through crime that they got where they are. You agree with me, right?
Yeah, I do now.
That is logical. Huh?
Now you make me speechless.
I make you speechless. But that's logic. You know, you just follow logic, then you find the truth. You follow logic, then you find the truth. So, will you still say these people are more intelligent when they have acquired what they have acquired through crime?
No, they are not, because now you're taking me to history, and when I think of that thing like history, it really makes me.
But do you know that your current size is linked to when you were born, right? That means your current present is linked to your past, right? Your history when you were born, right? So everything is linked. Therefore, for you to know the current condition of people, you need to trace them in their past. You understand?
Yeah.
If you want to know why do I have a scar here, you want to trace my past. You understand? Or why do you have a scar on your eyes, or whatever you want to, or why you are poor, right? Then you want to trace. You want to trace me to my past. You want to trace you to my past. So that's how it is. So that means they're not more intelligent than us. There's nothing special about them. And then concerning you saying that they are more beautiful than us, that is not true. This plastic hair actually makes you look like you are not. You hate being yourself. Actually, any person who has the brain still, if he sees a brown woman trying to look European, then they're gonna see that you got low self-esteem. Because if you got low self-esteem, then somebody can abuse you. The European can use you easy because he sees you trying to be like them. He feel like you feel less than them. And if you feel less than them, that means they can abuse you and use you. And like you said correctly.
So you're trying to tell me that if I leave my own African hair, they wouldn't abuse me. They wouldn't.
No, if you appear not having low self-esteem and being normal, loving to be you, loving what Mother Nature or God created, then you're never gonna be abused. Because when people look at you like that, not you alone, many African women, right? Automatically they see you like less.
Okay, but the thing is, do you notice that this clothes that we're wearing now, it came from the white people?
No.
Our traditional clothing.
Let me tell you something. That's an impression that they give today in the world. Have you heard about FUBU?
Yeah.
FUBU is made by brown Americans, what you call black American. It's called for us by us, right? That's the meaning of FUBU basically. It's brown Americans. Have you seen tailors, Africans who they buy fabrics and they make clothing themselves? Have you seen those?
Yeah. Those. But those fabrics, where do they come from?
There are African companies that make fabrics. The difference here is they can import it maybe from Ghana or whatever. There are some African companies that make fabrics. The difference here is we don't have that information because the pink men dominate the whole market.
So which means
let me take an example.
It's just one in the same.
Sorry?
There's no difference.
No, let me take an example about the hair. Do you know that about the clothing? Do you know Chinese make clothing, right?
Exactly.
Indian make clothing, right? Now,
even the blacks makes hair as well.
Now the question is, why do you think the clothing you're wearing is not from India, but from Europe, for example? Because fabric that Woolworth use to make clothes, right, is usually imported from China. Many of them, right? And the people sitting on the machine, right, to sew those clothing, right, are African, many of them. So fabric important. The labor that does the clothing
so which means this
is European.
Only done by Europeans. Even black people, they also manufacture this.
I don't know. I'm not aware of any brown company that manufacture this plastic hair. And if there is if there is, certainly they join. But the whole idea of plastic hair is engineered and introduced by these people. You know why? To maintain the perception that we are less than them. You said on camera that our women are less beautiful than them, that our men are less handsome than them, and that is the person they feed us. And when you accept that you are less than them, less beautiful, less intelligent or whatever, then automatically they can manipulate and use you. That means you remain like a slave. And that is what, that's basically they condition our brain like this, because all the movie we watch is them. The news you see is them who make it. So they put us in a state of mind where we don't even believe we're beautiful. Trust me, if your face looked ugly, right? You can have this hair and see the flow. A man will not want to be with you. You understand?
So which means men, they only look at the beautiful.
I've seen women, you know, she even cut a hair like a man. She has this beautiful body and this pretty face. Guys are after her.
Because of the pretty face.
Pretty and the nice body. That means the body, which is sex appeal, and then the beautiful face, and all of that combined makes the guys after her. Have you not seen? It's beauty. Beauty is not necessarily hair. And African women have a way to take care of their hair. And you know this information.
Can we cut it?
Okay, we're just gonna cut it short. But anyway, Protecting Africa brings you once again a story about the life Africans are living, which is due to colonization that we're still facing, and the perception that the Europeans keep feeding us, which is we are inferior, we're not beautiful, we're not whatever, and we have to try to be like them. That's why some Africans pigmentize the color. Have you heard about Africans that change their skin color, right? Who put chemicals to try to look like European. So that means...
No, it's not like they're trying to look like European, but they're trying to be beautiful on their...
But those... No, I'm talking about those who are pinkinizing the color, what you call lightening the color, right? To look like European. Have you heard about those ones? You probably have seen, right?
Yeah.
Who are they trying to look like?
They're trying to be beautiful.
So that means being European, having European skin color is being beautiful, and having our skin color is not being beautiful.
It's also being beautiful.
So why have it then?
And how the person takes it.
No, it's how society, which they control and dominate, has fed his brain, because it doesn't make sense. God created you brown and beautiful like you are, and then you're gonna try to change your skin color to look like people that used to oppress you, and not only people that used to oppress, people that call you kafir, baboons, and all kind of names. That is not you trying to look beautiful. It's you being under trauma and trying to look like pink people told you have to look like to appear like a human being. You understand? And that is the trauma that African people go through, that these puppet governments can't stop. You know, they keep doing what the master tells them to do, and our women keep appearing like inferior by putting plastic hair to look like other people when they are beautiful normally. Do you know that drink?